Hello, I like to make today cake Maleficent from movie Maleficent, and not quite sure how it's pronounced. I think it's on Italian something bad. So or whatever. So we're making cake from movie Maleficent. So basically, what we're doing is we're using one box of your favorite cake mix. I using actually this is butter cake, but I actually using vanilla cake. I just don't say with box, but does not matter which you're using, vanilla cake, butter cake, or red velvet cake, chocolate, anything on of your choice. So we're using the rectangular baking tin, the 16 by 26. All measurements will be in the description box as always. And today we're doing something more simply, just as simply what we done with our image. We printed from internet image size 15 by 26. As you can see, that's our cake image will be like that. So basically what we done is, just look at if you have A4 paper, as you can see, it's fit perfectly well on A4 size paper, which is I printed and cut it out just yesterday. So size 15 by 26 will fit straight on our cake and it will be look great. So basically colors, that's what we're using. And also for some difficult areas, if you really struggle, take it a toothpick and literally pierce through for better guidance for you in all areas where you find it difficulties for yourself. So next step is to frost our cake and cover with fondant. I just forgot to say that whatever cake mix box you choose, we have to mix and bake according to instruction on the box. Once it's baked, we let it cool and level top with a serrated knife and place on a cake board. I'm using vanilla frosting. You can use, of course, any frosting of your choice. So next step is to apply fondant or the ready to roll icing, whatever you're able to find it in your country. And once you take fondant from the foil or whatever it's packaging, what you do is sprinkle, you can surface with a powdered icing sugar and roll to a shape bigger than your cake. So once it's all done, we simply transfer on top of our cake, and we don't need to do any trimmings today. It will be image which is we want to create of this movie. And what we do is next, once you apply, if your hands is too sticky, please sprinkle with powdered icing sugar, and we trim away the fondant, and then we can bring closer to cake and bring and trim away rest of fondant just nicely closer to the cake. Once you finish trimming away all extras of fondant, as you can see, our cake now nice and straight. And use your template, which is you printed from internet. You don't have to use this image, you can use any other image of your choice. And what you do is, once you basically you can use any image of basically fits in your cake. Just put measurement in the computer and you will print it exactly what you wanted. So basically what we've done is now, so we have a look to make sure it's nice and straight on the middle, and what we do next is we're using a packet of food edible decorating paints, or you can use a back of your brush and trace it over, or you can use a toothpick to do same work to trace it over, or you can do straight away with a little bit, but you can use gel food coloring, but I would think that if you use something more careful way, like a food edible decorating pen or a toothpick or something, because once you get image away, then you can trace it on top. So basically, if you do using food edible decorating pen, simply make sure it's nice and straight position, straight, and what we do, we simply trace right on top of our image. My food edible pen not write very well anymore, so I've been using for a little bit, but it's be enough to actually see our image. If you find a difficulty, and as I said before, make a little tiny holes with a toothpick in your image in the areas where you're not sure, and then you can pierce through these holes on top of your cake. Just carefully, don't make too big holes on the fondant. So let's trace it image. Once we trace over our template, that's how our image is look like now. Basically we trace over everything what we need to see, and next is we start paint from the face. We're using a teal gel food coloring, which is we mix a little bit with white gel food coloring, and we will use this for the face of our image. So we use same one for the arms, and we use same one for the face. We don't need to make it really dark, but it's just a more like kind of will be closer color that used in a movie, and so that's what we try to achieve, basically the colors. So we start simply painted face. Once we're done this, we move to eyes, and which will be a little bit greenish, kind of greenish yellowish, which is what we will do. We simply use probably a little tiny bit of leaf green and yellow and white, and we will create kind of color of the eyes. Let's proceed and paint it. Once you finish with face, add a little bit blue with a purple mix for the front, pink for the sides, purple for the sleeves, and the pink for the lips. So rest of cake will color it with a black liquid food coloring, just like that. If you don't have it one, use black gel food coloring and dilute it with clear liquid like water, clear vanilla essence, or vodka. Clear vodka are very good because it dries really fast, and water dries a little bit slow. So rest of cake we will color with black liquid food coloring. once we finish apply black liquid food coloring, that's how our cake look like. Now I think it looks great, personally. What I want to say is bicycle colors is very simple. Everything will be in the description box, colors which is I use. I hope you do like creation of the Maleficent movie image, sort of. I hope you do like it, and I hope you do try it. Thank you very much for your time with me today. Any questions, please do write in description box, and thank you again. Until next time, goodbye.